The addiction, it's real.
Watch Nighttiger comic.
Tiger comic.
Tiger comic. Nighttiger comic. Tiger comic. What? Nighttiger comic.
Yeah.
You never know what you're missing. What's up, comic book junkies? I'm back with another haul so soon. What the heck? So this is your New Year's Eve. You know, I said that other one was the last haul of 2024. I guess this actually is the official one. I didn't know that I would be doing this so quickly. I got the time. I went to the flea market yesterday, and I think I got a really killer dollar book haul. So we're going to start out with a banger, but before we do that, my cousin moved in with me for a couple months while his grandson's going to be born in March, so he's lived with me from Wisconsin. He left this in the fridge. I decided I'd take it and drink it. Why do I buy stuff? I don't even know, man. So went to Webster Flea Market. If you're not new to the channel, if you've heard that flea market here many times, I get really cool comic books there all the time. This just wasn't a holiday. Usually I go on holidays. It's only open on Mondays. But I figured it's in between holidays, snowbirds are here. Couldn't be too bad. There was rain, so there actually wasn't as many vendors as normal. But I still got some killer stuff. So this is the last books I pick up. I'm going to start out with them. And I actually got one comic book from this guy, but I'll show that later. It was the only one I paid I paid $2 for one book, and his book I paid $3 for. I did get some Batman Returns cards. I'm not going to show all these, but he threw them in because it came out to 29 bucks, so he threw them in. They were $1. Made it 30. He didn't have to give me change. I picked up 2 open packs from Batman. The Batman, Michael Keaton, Batman 89, I guess it's referred to now. So those are unopened. Look forward to chewing the gum. Hopefully I won't die. But actually I got them for my son. After I purchased them, I remember that he only collects Batman Returns memorabilia. So I'll put them up on the shelf. Picked it. I don't know why I bought this. It was $5. It's pretty cool. I was all excited about what I bought before and didn't really realize it's from the latest Batman movie, which I didn't really care for that much. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't really standoutish. So this is the gauntlets, and maybe I'll play with them. I determined that I'll just leave them here in the comic book room. The grandkids have coming over lately and wanted to open all my toys, so I'll let them open this one. What the heck? It's so hard to resist when your little grandkids want to open your toys, and I just love them so much. I let them do it. So the Batman Gauntlet from the last movie, yeah, that was $5. But these next 2 books, he had $10 a piece on them. And he gave them both for $15. Man, they are cool. So let's get into it. They're from 1975, but they reprint, almost like facsimile, the original 1937 editions. So there's no indica inside with any dates or nothing. So we looked them up. They're from 1975. I have never seen these before. I think there's a set. Let's look at the back. And they're much bigger than the Treasury. So we can see here, it says a nostalgic look at the past illustrations of books originated in drawing boards of staff artists and animators. Disney Studios from 1930s, and it comes in, there's 6 of them. So I got 2 of the 6. I got this one. Now I didn't even look in here to see if I looked at the other one and I didn't see any kids doing the puzzles. So this one's actually pristine. It's a coloring book. And none of the pages are colored. And you probably remember, if you grew up in the 80s and 70s, these gigantic Whitman coloring books they used to put out on the newsstands. at the grocery stores and stuff like that. So Walt Disney's Paint Book, that was just so cool, dude. And then this other one that I got to figure out where to get new bags because these bags, they fit them, but they're old. And this one is the Gag Book. They just look so 1930s. That's why I love them. Oh, what is this got? Some crap on it. And this one also is not done. I determined it was like right 76 or 75 because of the price on it, which was 79 cents. So yeah, none of these. They're all pristine. So happy to get those. Like I say, they were $7.50 a piece. Not a bad deal. Tell me what you think of those in the comments. I think they're awesome. So that was the last dealer I went to. Knight's Comics with a K. I lost his card. I had it somewhere. I was going to show it. Okay, now we're getting into the comics. So I started outside. Saw two vendors. One had beat up books, Marvel Bronze, no key or nothing. And they were probably like 2 O's. And he wanted $50 for all of them. There were 60 books there, but it just wasn't worth the money. So I passed on that. Saw another dealer, had a box of comics, just your 90 standard. Whatever. He wanted $5 a piece. I'm like, what's going on? I thought I was in the Twilight Zone. Found another vendor. He had 2 long boxes, same thing, $5 a piece. I'm like, okay, I am in the Twilight Zone. Then I finally started working my way towards the inside. Was still on the outside. There's one side of like a city block or outside, and then there's like an in between, and then there's the inside. He had a long box, and he said $1 a piece, and I'm like, I'm just gonna buy some just because you said that. So I bought these 5 from him, and I was happy actually with the last book that I'm going to show you because it's my favorite cover by the artist. These other ones are pretty easy to find, but I'm going to put these in a prize pack for somebody. But they're all Adam Hughes. So Legionnaires 13. And I'm going to take these glasses down so I can see what I'm showing, make sure there's no glare. So Adam Hughes, that's what, 90s, 94. Another Adam Hughes, Legionnaires number 7. And then this one, I actually have this one on a newsstand. I call this Boobs on a Platter. Number 34, January 1990. Is it 90? Yeah. And then Legionnaires number 14. And I bagged these all in Mylar, so whoever gets these, they're really nice. They'll be in Mylar. They're all pretty high-grade copies. I was happy to find this. Always looking for this book. I always go, when I go to DC in any shop, I go straight to the Legionnaires and look for this book. Now, I already have another high-grade copy, and I have a high-grade DC Universe logo copy. So, Legionnaires number 16, guess who's back? And this is Andromeda, I believe, from the Legion. One of my favorite Adam Hughes covers. And I got multiples of this. I'll buy it every time I can find it for under $5. I don't think I'd pay $10. I might pay $6. I don't know, 7. I don't know. I'd definitely pay 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or less. I found that DC logo for $3. And I found my other high-grade copy for $1. So got 2 of those. And who knows? That might be a giveaway at some point. Okay, so that was the first vendor. So the next vendor, I'm going to show this book first, which was the second last vendor. It's Marissa. I talked about her before. because of the weather, people were not sure if it was going to continue to rain. They two dealers that bring great books didn't bring a lot, and Marissa didn't bring a lot of stuff. So I bought this for $2. It's got a little bit of a ring on it from maybe somebody putting a big, I don't know what on it. But it's just a cool UFO cover, Casper the Ghost. That was $2. And I don't know, the staining doesn't really take too much away from it. I had to buy something from her. She's gave me great deals in the past. And I had to buy something from her. Most of her $2 books were like modern stuff. But she brings a lot of that indie 80s stuff that's really hard to get. She has a lot of it, but she left it all at home. And then the book that I paid $3 for from the guy who got the Disney ones, Night Comics, was this one. So he had 30% off box. So he had a $5 box with this issue in, and then he had a 30% off and it had $10 on it, so it was $3 basically. So I put the other one back and took this one, and it's high grade. Facsimile was Comics #2. Didn't have that one. So all the rest are dollar books. And I went through 100 long boxes. Maybe I'll put the video up here.
You don't see too many Italian electrical cars.
Boxes, yeah.
You see, like,
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. These are all dollar books. I think I found some great stuff. And I found a really hard Charlton. And I got that at the end. So let's start off with a Charlton. So I took all the Charltons I could find. Fighting Marines 105, August 72. Fighting Marines number 138, July 78. And I had fun sitting up late talking with my cousins. He's the same age as me. We grew up together, the same town in the 80s. So we had a lot to talk about. We stayed up till like 2 in the morning. Number 147, December 79. We stayed up late talking about who we thought was hot, like Morgan Fairchild or Donna Mills, different people through our eras. And we were looking them up on YouTube and stuff like that. Do you think this girl, who's a 10? We were rating them. And I said, look at us Christian guys sitting here rating women all night long. Fighting Marines number 148. So quite a bit of run of Fighting Marines number 150. May 1980. And surprisingly, about 80% of these Charltons are really nice. Fighting Marines 173, March 84. This is getting 2 years away from the company shutting down. I don't know why. I thought I had these in order, but I guess I don't. Fighting Marines 171, November 83. So that's all the Fighting Marines. Thank you very much. $1 piece. Love it. Think it was a great deal. Actually, I got them for less than $1 because I came to him with 46 books and he gave them to me for $40. So technically, they're like 90 cents or somewhere around there. Attack number 35, July 1, 1982. And these later ones are a little bit lower print runs. So there you go. Why am I talking in my southern accent? I don't know. Number 34, Attack, May 82. So I had fun sitting up late, Mylar, putting them in new backing boards and putting all the information on the back. I put the date, the issue number, the day I bought it, where I bought it from, and then if it's any key to it at all. Attack number 33, March 82. And these are pretty standard, boring covers, but they're fun to read. I love Charlton's. That one's got a big miscut. Look at that. You can't even see that bottom word down there. Our Fighting Forces in Action Attack. USS Parrot's Last Battle, number 25. December 1980. Let me get a drink here. Don't mind if I do. Hope you guys are enjoying your holiday. If you got time off, which I do. I've taken 3 weeks off this year, and I'm enjoying the heck out of it. Attack number 19. Boom. And these are done by some artists because they're noted in the Key Collector or somewhere, or the CLZ. I don't remember which one. I think it's the Key Collector. They're noted, the artist. I didn't write it down because I didn't know who he was. And I'm not sure. I think it is these Attack covers. They're done by McKinsey or something like that. I don't remember. But supposedly he's a notable artist. And you guys will tell me in the comments, I'm hoping. Attack number 16. August 79. And Attack number 14. The Rescuers. I'm trying to see if I find the artist's name on here. November 73. Wow, there was quite a jump from 14 to 16. Man, this is 73 and this is 79. That's a 6-year jump between those issues. Number 12, and you could tell, here we got that square logo and here we got the bullet logo. So I guess they tried to revive maybe. Either they revived it or they started reprinting later issues again under the title, maybe. I don't know. Who knows with Charlton. Here's a cool one, First Command, all new, July 1973, number 12. And you guys are going to tell me in the comments, especially if it's Metarog or Steve Ogden. Number 7, Attack, The Prose War. Number 7, September 72. I can't believe how excited I get when I find Charlton. You can tell right away where the Charltons were. And I had to go through a shed, and they were stacked up in short and long boxes on top of each other. But these were mostly unbagged, or they were just bagged with no board. So you could tell right away where the Charltons were. And then here we have number 2, Attack. All New Stories and Art. November 71. Okay, so that's all the Attacks. So the next ones are, and I almost have the full run of this next series. War. And I like it has this logo, has all these different words inside. I can't read them, they're so small. But number 11, if you can see up there, all those little words that are in the title. January 1979. Do you collect Charlton? Do you guys like Charlton? I love Charltons. This is a nice painted cover. This is a Pat Boyer cover right here. Number 6. November 76. Pat Boyer. He did those Peacemaker covers. Here we have War number 5. Nice German biplane. I don't know who does this cover. It's painted. March 76. And then number 4. Another painted cover. January 76. These all were less than $1. So number 3, November 75. Another painted cover. And another German, a lot of biplane covers. I love it. Dogfight covers. Pat Boyer. So I'm guessing these are all Pat Boyers. And this is number 1, man. So I was happy to find War number 1, July 75. Look at all these German. They're all German. Well, these two are German biplane dogfights. And there's in this one too. These are all great covers. 3 German biplane dogfight covers. Pat Boyer, can't go wrong. Less than $1. Did I say it was less than $1? I don't remember. I think I did. So it's less than $1. Let's put these over here. Now I got a couple. They had a bunch of these Hero Illustrated #1 still bagged. I grabbed 2. There were 2 bagged ones left. And I can't remember. There was a cool brother that came. I know him from another shop in Dunellen. Shout out to River Monster Comics. He was hunting books, and so I threw one his way. Asked him if he wanted one, and he was looking for certain stuff. So every time I found it in the back boxes, I'd step out and hand him. He was looking for horror stuff. So they had a lot of EC reprint horror books in there for $1. And the guy that was selling for somebody else. So every time someone would show up, because there were like 100 boxes, they would say, "Are they in order? What do you have this?" And he'd go, "Oh, I don't know. I'm just selling for somebody else." So eventually, when people would come by and say, "Are they in order?" Whatever, I would pop out of the shed before he could speak and go, "He doesn't know. He's working for somebody else." So it was really funny. We had fun. My other brother showed up, fellow hunter, seller from Webster. And I know his name. I see him all the time, and I can't. Alex. Alex was there. Alex is cool, man. I love seeing him there. I talked with Charles, Marissa. It was cool. We got to see everybody, the whole gang. We sat and talked. We told stories, different vendors. I sat around for a while, talked Golden Age stories with Charles. Then me and Alex and I'm sorry, I can't remember the other guy. He's a really cool dude. He showed up. He goes, "Hey, it's Nighttiger. I watch his channel. I know he knows everything about comics." So I felt really good. Felt a little, had to humble myself. But we talked different stories for like an hour. So Hero #1. It's got a little ash can Star Trek, Deep Space Nine, and a little Rebel card. That's my cousin out there. His name's Tim. He's really cool. All right, so I found this book again. This is the first appearance of the Black Batman, written by Stan Lee, drawn by Joe Kubert. So this will be definitely going to the prize box. I already have a nice high grade copy. I love these Stan Lee DC iterations, and there were a few in there. I actually put them back because I have them. I just wanted this one. You know, trying to keep the price down on books because I never knew what I was going to find ahead of time. X Factor #10. The Marvel 25th anniversary cover. Nice high grade copy of that. I think I already have that, so this will probably be going to the prize pack. So this isn't a big key, but it is one that I've been looking for in the dollar bin for a while. I think it's a cool book. New Titans #99, first appearance of Arsenal. And I've always just wanted to read this. I thought the cover was cool with the floating heads. I don't know who does this cover. I don't even know, but it's just a really cool looking first appearance cover, I think. I'm glad to have that. It's one I like to just throw up on the wall in the modern books. Think it would look cool. Okay. They had a bunch of who's who. I could not find the Dolphin one, but I did find the Dave Stevens Catwoman issue. So that's #4 from June '85. Let's take a look at it. I've been looking for these for a while since people have been showing them in their videos, and I finally found my first one. And you guys have really turned me on to Dave Stevens. I love his art. I think he's really cool. I think his art is just gorgeous. So finally found that one. And after I found this and was inside the shed looking, other people were coming by, and I told them I found this book, and they're like, "Oh, that's what we're looking for." Sorry, guys. The Nighttiger beat you. I go to this flea market. I leave early in the morning, and I get there. I am like one of the first, if not the first hunter there. So I have to go back outside and re-hunt because a lot of people aren't even set up by the time I even go through the outside of the flea market. And Charles had some killer, exciting comics with Black Terror. He always has big Marvel Key comics, but he wants I love him, and I've got some great deals in the past, but this time he just wanted too much. Like, for instance, he had Night Nurse #1, like maybe an 8.0, and he wanted like $500 for it. I found mine for $40, and it's like a 4.5. I already have this. This will be going to the prize pack, but never turn down in the dollar bin Weird Western Jonah Hex titles. Now, turn down the Scalp Hunters, but never the Jonah Hex. So Weird Western, that's number 27, June 1975. And I don't know who does that cover. Luis Dominguez. And he's a great artist. Great interior art. Great story. Great series. I'm actively reading it right now. I finished the Weird Western Tales, and now I'm up to Jonah Hex's series. Found me a promo. Captain America Meets the Asthma Monster from 1988. Again, Metrog has got me hooked on finding these promo books. I believe I have this one, but I'm not turning this down for $1, and it's probably like a VG. But it's a dollar book from 1978. And these are the DC Special Series number 11. All Flash. Even has Johnny Quick down there for $1. Really thick book. I think I have this, so I think this will probably be going to the prize pack. I think about you guys all the time when I'm buying books. If I can find killer books for $1 I already have, I'll pick them up again and I'll prize them out. Here's another one that I already have. I think this is actually an upgrade, even though it's still like maybe a VG plus. It's a DC Special Series number 1. And what is it? 5-star Superhero Spectacular from 1977. So this is number 1. I think I have this, but it's much lower grade copy. So I'll upgrade and pass my other one along to you. I know Caroline, Lady Fantastic, shout out to her, reached out to me. Do I want to do trades? I may possibly have some trade now. This is another book that I already have. I have a high grade copy of it, but I don't know. I really like this. What is it? Mike Wagner cover of Batman. He kind of looks Golden Age-ish, but it's the first appearance of Stephanie Brown. The spoiler. I mean, it's not a huge book, but it's just a cool key. And I have another one. I have a high grade copy, so that will be either traded or be prized out. And guys, I haven't forgot about the secret contest. I have to get to it. Someone's gonna win. I'll probably do it off camera and just mention you in a video and send out the prize. Okay, picked up a couple issues of this for $1. This is probably the lowest grade of the ones, number 11. The Shadow, Mike Kaluta covers, 11, 1975. Now, I haven't read but one issue of this, so I'm not sure if he does interior art or not. You tell me. Did I mention these were less than $1? So this is a pretty cool cover. Number 12. And that's from September 75. This is the last issue. This is one of the favorite covers of it. This really looks like a pulpish. And it's got the electric chair cover. Kingdom of the Cobra, number 3. And this is a pretty nice copy. It's like a fine plus. So happy to get that for 90 cents. Oh, according to the Key Collector app, there's Danny O'Neill scripts and Bernie Wrightson art inside, or the CLZ app. So I hope that's true. Don't remember. I haven't read this series, that one issue, in quite a while. But that would be really cool, Bernie Wrightson. And I just love that cover. Electric chair with the shadow in the background, the damsel in distress. It just screams like 1940s, 1930s to me. Great cover. This is probably going to be in the top read pile. This was in there for $1. Reprinting first appearance of Batman in Detectives 27. I don't know about you, but I've read this issue like at least 100 times in my collecting career. But killer book. I would like to read the stories after it. Those I have not read because I have that Oreo reprint, and it only reprints the Batman story. Now I've been looking for this book in a dollar bin for quite a while, and it's the first time I've come across it in like 3 years after looking for it. It's not a whole lot of money, but it's just a cool comic. George Perez. It had a little bit of stickiness at the top. I kind of rubbed it off because it was sticking to the bag. Luckily, I figured that out before I put the book all the way in the bag. But Tales of Teen Titans, last issue, starring Starfire. Remember when this came out? And I got the Raven one, and they had the Raven one, but it was beat up. Because I'd like to have getting a second copy. Anytime I'm finding this for $1, I'm picking it up. This one and the Raven issue. So I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. If you're a history buff on comics, do you think she was DC's answer to the Phoenix from X-Men? Because that's what I think. Similar powers, similar story, like similar origin. But nice, beautiful George Perez cover. Origin of Starfire, origin of Blackfire, her sister. And look at that Perez cover, man. Look at that detail. I just love this. I remember it came out. It's just so nostalgic to me. These are cool. There's a story behind Time Warp, is what this is. I think they were reviving Adventure Comics or something like that. And they were reviving that or two titles. And instead of reviving the two titles, they just took all the stories and put them together into these big dollar issues. So number 4 from May 1980, I think it ran 6 issues or 5 issues. I don't remember. Who does this cover? Yep, it's Mike Kaluta. These are cool looking, man. Big, thick Time Warp. And I have a few, so a couple of these might be doubles. Here's another great one. 8 New Stories, Mike Kaluta cover, March 1980, number 3. I mean, to comic book dealers, these are really, they're nothing burgers, but these are kind of cool books to me, other collectors. So I did get number 1. Nice Good Girl cover, Mike Kaluta again, November 1979. So I didn't have number 1, so happy to find that. It's probably a fine. It's a decent looking copy for a $1 book. Okay, we're getting down to the last 3. I put these in as probably the top finds, maybe. I don't know. You tell me. This is Karate Kid number 1. Now it's like a VG copy. I already have it. So it'll be a good prize giveaway. That's from 1976. First solo Karate Kid from the Legion. You tell me what you thought my top pick was out of these dollar books. Because the last one I show, to me, it's definitely, I think it's probably like a $50 book. But one of the earliest Charltons, this one's from 1962. Fighting Navy, 105. Pretty decent copy of that. All right, so the last book, if you stood around this long, I'm actually came up with the contest that I want to do for my 2,000 subscriber, which is long overdue. I may even shoot that video next because I got a big box of some Golden Age, Silver, Keys, Marvel, DC, 50 books for free. And I have a great contest, great idea I came up with just recently. So here we go. This was the book. For me, was the prize find. I even tried to look online to find one for sale, and there was not one for sale online. So I knew that this. I know about these books. So these are Charlton. Charlton put out 1 year or 2 years these really giant issues. So the Charlton collectors, they covet these books. So here we go with Fighting Navy. I'll have to look at the back for the number, but 60 all new pages for 15 cents, double value. That's number 82 from 1958. So the next issue after this one was actually 100 pages. Now, I just found out about this recently, and I do have a different issue from another series. How coveted these giant issues are by Charlton collectors. So Fighting Navy, number 82, 1958, giant issue for 90 cents. I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to close it out, guys. I'm glad you stuck around. Happy New Year to you with these books here, because these to me were the find of the flea market. I really got to find a way to display these in my comic room. And I think I like the gag book more than I like this one. You tell me which one you like better. All right, so peace out from Nighttiger. Happy New Year. Look forward to you guys and seeing what you find. And we're out of here.